Earlier today, I posted on Facebook uh, my concern that I had with the assassination of this man that had conservative views on this college campus. And I was not aware that this man was hated to such an extent that he is. They're calling him all types of racists and fascists, and I've listened. This is one of them guys that you'll see a clip here and there, and through all of the clips that I saw, uh, I didn't disagree with anything that he was saying. But when I posted the stuff on Facebook, the amount of backlash that I got and the amount of DMs that I got was just astonishing. And what I've come to find is that people who do not hold conservative values. Now, let me put this out there before I go forward. I am what's called a political atheist. I don't believe in the Democrats nor Republicans. I believe in values. I believe in traditional biblical values. And I have not yet to hear everything that this man, Charlie Kirk, said. But I agree with a lot of the stuff that I did come across. But what I've noticed is that the people that are on the left side, they support homosexuality. They support broken homes. They support all of these anti-biblical values. And it's amazing to hear the rhetoric that comes out of the left regarding these issues. And what these people have been able to effectively do is put the right on notice. People that have conservative, if I may use that term, Christian biblical values. These people are putting on notice because you don't see anybody in the left getting shot or harassed. You see everybody that is standing for any kind of biblical structure, whether it's family, or anything like that, is being targeted. And so, I watch these conservatives speak on college campuses, and they're all being targeted. And let me tell you, man, this next lady that does the same thing that Charlie Kirk does, her name is Caitlyn Bennett. And this woman needs to be put on notice, if she probably already has, that she's going to be attacked or targeted as well. See, this is going to be the next target in these people's assassination of people's straight out lies because they don't agree with what they're saying. So I'm going to play a video right quick, and I'm just going to give the audio of Caitlyn Bennett talking to some radicals about BLM. So let's go in and let's listen to what she's saying. And you want to hear these people on the college campuses because, in this day and age, these degrees ain't worth two dead flies in this day and age. I don't know why people going to get all of these degrees and getting all of this debt. There's no jobs there, but that's another topic. But let's listen to what she is saying and why these people are being targeted.
Looted and burned to the ground?
Well, it is a big corporation, and they have insurance.
Can you give me the definition of systemic racism?
I don't know the exact definition. Okay. I don't read the exact definition of systemic.
So you don't know the definition, but you're going to tell me that it exists?
Yes, it definitely does.
Okay. So where is a systemic issue? Where is a law that's in the system? Where's a policy that's in the system of systemic racism in our country?
I don't want to talk anymore.
This is what you're getting when they confront these people to have an open civil debate. They can't have an open civil debate. They shut it down because they're not intelligent. And I've even tried this on Facebook today. I said, you know what? If you people that DM me, I said, if you disagree, let's just go live and let's have an open civil debate. No, I don't want to go live this and the third because they know that they can't defend their position.
What do you guys think of the Black Lives Matter riots? Are they good, bad?
I think they're well deserved. because there definitely is a lot of systematic racism still in the country.
You think AutoZone deserve to be looted and burned to the ground?
Well, it is a big corporation and they have insurance. So it should be, like, I can't speak on that because I'm not black and I can't say what's right and what's wrong because I don't experience the racism that they do.
So because you're not black, you can't say that AutoZone and their workers didn't do anything to deserve to be burned to the ground?
I can't say how other people feel. It's not me experiencing racism.
If someone came to your home, burnt your car, took your money, burnt your house down, would you say, well, I can't tell them what's right and wrong because I'm not black, I don't know how that feels?
No, because then at that point it becomes personal.
Okay.
But their point, it's their personal note of what's happening.
Is it not personal for the manager or the workers that work there for their stuff to be destroyed, their workplaces to be burnt to the ground? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But they'll be compensated. You won't be compensated if your house burned down.
Yeah, what about their lives, though? You see, this is the kind of rhetoric, this is the kind of blind faith and allegiance that these people go along to when they don't make no sense. And so people like these are going to be targeted because they don't want common sense dialogue. They don't want common sense discussions regarding what's going on in this country, how it's having an effect on the people, and the overall outcome and the implications of it long term. They don't want to have these conversations because they can't hold the conversation. Now, this is this woman, Caitlyn Bennett, having a conversation, civil debate on probably a very liberal campus about these issues, and you hear these people, you hear what they're talking about.
But they'll be compensated from the company.
Do you know how insurance works? I mean, have you investigated that? Are you like for sure that's going to happen? They're good with these riots?
They have insurance. Like if they were to have a regular fire, they have insurance. So they can support their workers. If they're a good company, they'll do that.
Do you have insurance?
Yes.
So it's okay if someone comes up and just smacks you in the face or knocks a tooth loose or breaks your nose, you can go have insurance? Well, I don't know. That's what people felt like doing because of racism. Because you have insurance, it's okay.
But that's not what's happening.
That is what's happening.
They're going up
They're
to
hurting
big
people.
But they're going up to big companies. They're not going up to you in the street and beating you down. They're going up to big companies that have...
No, they aren't doing it to me because I'm not in the middle of these riots, but they are going up to business owners, black and white, and they're killing them in the streets. In Portland, a man almost lost his life because he was just trying to protect a woman that was out there getting beat up in these riots.
Yeah, and he was protecting them.
Do you think that women deserve that because they may have felt like they need to do that for racism?
They need to be protected.
So what doesn't deserve to be looted or burned down because of racism? Can you tell me the fine line? So corporations, yes. Mom and pop shops, no?
Yeah, small businesses, no, because they don't have the insurance that AutoZone does.
So what is it about insurance that makes something okay to burn down? What's this magical word insurance that makes it okay to destroy property?
Well, nothing makes it okay to burn down.
But
it's a fact of like
the matter what it represents.
What does AutoZone represent in this?
See, these are the kind of conversations that are taking place with these conservatives. And the people, the liberal on the left, they don't make any sense. Can you find any logic in what this person is saying? They're trying to kill free speech and put these kind of people in positions of authority. See, this is what it talks about when it comes to dumbing down of society. This is what we talk about where, idiocracy. We're here. We're here. Listen to this person.
This Black Lives Matter discussion.
What does Auto represent to you? What does it represent to you?
It's a company that someone built. They have workers there that need that to pay their bills and put food on the table for their family. That's what that represents. It represents a company that I can go to consensually and purchase things that I would need. And in return, I'm paying somebody's salary to be able to provide for their family. That's what that represents. How does AutoZone being burnt down factor into a Black Lives Matter discussion?
Okay, I want to ask you, if you had a kid and they went to go get something from the convenience store, but they never came back because someone accused them of stealing, which wrongfully accused just because they looked suspicious, would you be mad if your kid didn't come home from the convenience store?
Sure would. Would you be upset if your workplace got destroyed because someone was upset because of racism?
We're talking about racism. And what happens...
What does convenience store and Skittles and what is it, an Arizona iced tea have to do with racism?
That's not the point of it. It's the point, it's what it represents. If my son did not come back from a convenience store, I'd want to burn something down too. I'd be upset. But we're not ones to invalidate or validate their feelings towards racism.
Oh, absolutely. We can definitely invalidate their actions. Their feelings are one thing, but you can invalidate someone's actions when they're burning down entire cities and killing people in the streets because of racism. Something that isn't an issue. Because they say there's systemic racism. Can you give me an example?
A black man can go and try and get a job. But if a white man applies for that same job, that white man is more likely, depending on the company, to get the job.
That's not true, because do you know what affirmative action is and diversity hires? Do you know anything about that? Have you ever heard of those terms?
You can say that your company is diverse and not actually represented.
So organizations by law are required to hire certain races, ethnicities, genders.
And I disagree with all of these laws. I don't believe that any corporation or organization should be required to do anything, especially if they're private. But this is the kind of rhetoric that is coming from the left. We're living in some perilous times here when you can't have an open civil debate with somebody without them wanting to kill you, without them wanting to do you bodily harm. And Caitlyn Bennett, she runs around with security. She better put some bulletproof... Kaitlin, you better put some bulletproof vests on. You better make sure that you got a bulletproof hat. You better be making sure that, you know what I'm saying, that you're behind. If you're a speaking engagement, you better make sure that you have some type of bulletproof plastic plexiglass protection on, because these left-wing folks, they're not playing. They're not playing at all. It really is sad what's going on in this country. But hey, it is what it is. It's a damn shame.